We're going to start now a short series on bullying. This is from Cheat Sheets for Parents by ChristianityCove.com. And today we're going to uh, read the article, starting with the intro and the first mini challenge. Bullying is such a hot button issue that a simple Google search will bring up tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of results. A simple search on YouTube will bring up hundreds of thousands of videos with themes related to bullying, with possibly more than 1 billion hits in all. As parents, many of us know a bit about bullying on a much more personal level. There is no more stressed out feeling for a parent than sending a child off to school each day, knowing he might face or must face a kid who is bigger, stronger, and louder, and who's out to hurt him. We can watch the TV news citing wars and rumors of wars, famines, hurricanes, plane crashes, and we've learned to accept the sadness of our planet. But when we see our children coming home day after day in tears or depression, we ask, where are you, God? God understands our horror. His beloved son was bullied far worse than even our best imaginations can comprehend. He also promises to dry everyone's tears someday and provide believers with a world without evil. But what about the meantime? Will he protect our children from bodily or emotional harm as far as bullies are concerned? Will he intercede if our children become depressed or suicidal from abuse? One mother whose son was repeatedly bullied for 2 years wrung her hands and raised an interesting question. If God wouldn't protect his only begotten son from the bullies who crucified him, why would he protect our children from a few stray loudmouths who punch? It's a question that would make just about anyone flinch, and yet it's worthy of our reflection. Below are some many challenges that will help you understand and communicate to your kids. Number one, what God does when kids bully. Number two, what he does not do when kids bully. And number three, what are the best means of handling bullying in a Christian way? They will help your children be better prepared, both physically and spiritually, to handle bullying. Each challenge encourages you to share one bullying-related issue with your children. Your goal should be to share, not to try to control the results. We all know that sharing with our kids can be trying, especially if the subject is as difficult as this one. So let's begin today with mini challenge number one. Tell your kids that God sees all and he has every intention of bringing justice to them. God is just, and he is known to bring justice swiftly. Last summer in a Jersey Shore town, 4 high school girls decided to create a burn book on Facebook, a dreadful means of cyberbullying that puts students' most embarrassing mistakes on public display for hundreds of fellow students to see. It's a crime. Quickly, the police had discovered the head perpetrator's IP address, and she and her 3 friends were suspended from school for 45 days, dismissed from all school clubs, and could not walk down the public street without being subject to the very torment they so thoughtlessly hoped to create for others. All victims felt vindicated by the first week of school. The problem for kids is that sometimes God's justice is not swift. A one-time bullying victim, now in his 30s, tweeted the following recently: "The kid who once bullied me is still taking my lunch money. The good news is he makes a great sandwich at Subway." The tweet became so famous that it was named one of the top 10 tweets of the year by AOL. Why? Because nearly every adult can enjoy the man's personal retribution. Most of us went without it. Verses like Psalm 37, 7 through 9 can bring comfort to victimized kids. Do not fret because of him who prospers in his way, because of the man who carries out wicked schemes. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Do not fret. It only leads to evil doing. For evildoers will be cut off. But those who wait for the Lord, they will inherit the land. It's likely that promises like these will cheer your kids, or sorry, is it likely that promises like these will cheer your kids immediately? Probably not. Kids live in the now and they want their relief now, especially if they're being humiliated or terrified. If kids are going to take solace in the promises of God, it will require them to exercise faith and have patience. You know, that's true for adults as well. Jesus says the truth will set you free. Always tell your kids the truth. They will see justice from God and they will be satisfied with God's justice. If they don't take heart in that promise now, they will remember you said it when they do see it, and you will reap your joy later. That's all for today. We'll talk about the next strategy for bullying on the next episode of Parenting Matters with McCracken.